Hello, everyone. This is your girl Shanidra with Beyond the Cover. Yes, where you will discover exactly what it is and what it's going to be. As you can see on me, I have my Amore Too Classy boutique dressed to impress. Yes. Now, as we know for sure, the signal wants to act up. So if it must act up, I can go tell you guys about the fashion show, as you know for sure. Our fashion show is this Saturday. This Saturday, we're finally here. So you definitely want to go for show to the fashion show. Saturday, August the 6th at 6 p.m. at the Jubilee Center. Yes, Dress to Impress. This is a benefit fashion show, as you know. Get your tickets now. We only have 25 slots. Know what I mean? Know the show. So you definitely want to go to the fashion show. Are you ready? We will have a special guest. We'll have a special guest. Also, this one, she will be singing. It's a singer-songwriter that has opened up for Ja Rule. So, as you know for sure, I cannot wait on the sick. No, that's how the story always goes. But as you know for sure, I must continue to push through so that you can improve you. So, as you know for sure, the title is Push Me to the Front of the Line. It's my time. Yes, push me to the front of the line. It's my time. Now, if you can hear me clearly, I really don't care how it may look, what it looks like at this point, because we know how the signal. Okay, y'all can see me, so that's all that matters is that you guys can see me clearly. Y'all can hear me clearly, so that's all that matters. I'm going to go on with the show, as you know. We must still glow no matter how it goes. So that's how the story goes. Anyways, as you know, you are in your Joseph season for a reason, honey. You are in your Joseph season for a reason. Yes. Don't worry about the mess. Don't be stressed and stay blessed. You see the mess of this sick? No, as you know for sure. But I must continue to go and glow. Now, no matter how the signal goes. So, as you know for sure, I'm not going to let the signal stop me from doing what I am supposed to do. Because I'm not going to confuse what God has me to do. Now, Joseph knew who he was chosen. And we know Joseph knew he was chosen from a young age. No one believed him. No one even believed him. His own brothers traded him in thinking that they could stop him from winning, Hornet. They thought they could stop him from winning. But they didn't know it was from within him. But anyways, they thought that they could get rid of him and stop his calling and his anointing. That's what they thought. That's what they thought. Oh, let's get rid of him. Yeah, our daddy won't favor him anymore. He won't even think about him. But as you know for sure how the story goes, they couldn't even comfort him. They couldn't even comfort their daddy. Are you happy? You still can't even comfort. You got him. You got him. And you cannot even comfort him because he still wants what he wants. He wants his son. So it don't matter what they say. Long as you pray and obey the Almighty. But they would try to do it their way instead of Yahweh. But they can go on and hit the highway if they're not doing it Yahweh, sweetheart. They must be apart, sweetheart. Because there's nothing that they can do. So don't be confused when they try to do what they do. Because there's nothing that they can do. They couldn't even comfort him. They were with him. They said that they killed him. They said that they killed Joseph. Thought that, oh yeah, we got rid of him. We're done. Oh yes, now we got our father to ourselves. He's not going to be worried about anyone else because we got our father to ourselves. Did that help them? No, for sure. No, it did not even help them. Now they sitting around him, around their father, trying to comfort him. And there's nothing that they could do to comfort him because that's not who that he wants. He said, I will mourn until I have him, until I'm with my son again, my friend. I will mourn. He was like, move. No. To his own sons and daughters. No, don't want that comfort. Don't want it from you. Don't want it from you. So don't be confused when you go through. We must push through because, as you know for sure, God knows how the story is going to go. Honey, he said, mess not with my anointed. They could take the robe, honey. They try to take Yahweh's robe. They try to take Joseph's robe. But they can't stop the anointing that's within, my friend. It's within. That's within. How you going to win when you're not right within, my friend? That wasn't right from within. They were wicked. Anyway. So, Joseph ended up, after they traded him in, thinking that they could win, Joseph ends up locked up. Now, y'all look at just that part of the story. Y'all like, oh, he got locked up. Yeah, he talking about everybody gonna bow down. Ain't nobody gonna bow down to him when he's locked up and all this stuff. Okay, but that's today, honey. That's today. That's why we must pray and obey the Almighty. Because that's how you see him today. Woo! Push through even when you're going through. Push through. Push me to the front of the line so I can shine, sweetheart. When you are apart. But anyways, he was locked up and still helped people. He was helping people even being locked up. Ain't that some stuff? He's helping people even when he was locked up. He got out, received favor from the ruler, and the ruler's wife tried to take advantage of him. So he get out. When they find out what he's all about, then here comes this little wife of the ruler. Had to come mess. Trying to dress to impress, and she couldn't impress him. I'm sorry, sweetheart. You still couldn't impress him, honey. So you get mad and start acting funny, honey. You start getting mad and acting funny, honey. Trying to lie on this innocent man with your wicked plan. You try to lie on this innocent man with your wicked plan and actually have the ruler to believe. But as I break it down, you will see that he was found. Anyways, so he still did what was right and was locked up again over a lie. But don't even rely on the lie. Don't even cry over the lie, honey. Why they acting funny, honey. Don't even cry over the lie. But at the end of it all, it prepared him to become the ruler that he already knew he was going to be. If you couldn't see at the end of it all, he still became the ruler. Even those who helped him in jail, he told them not to forget about him. They tried, but they still ended up having to tell the ruler about him, which helped him to get back out of jail and become ruler. Period. You want to look at this part of somebody's story and start pointing and, oh, look at that speck and what you did. And, oh, if you wouldn't have it, he didn't do nothing. Nothing wrong in God's eyes. So don't rely on what their eyes are saying. Because what's pleasing to the world is not pleasing to God, sweetheart. So when you are apart, you understand that. You understand the plan, honey. Let them act funny, honey, all they want. Your enemies can't stop the anointing that's on you. Period. They may try to misuse and abuse you, but they are confused. Why they misusing you? Let them continue to be confused, honey. God will prepare a table for you in front of your enemies. They trying to become your frenemy, but they really your enemy. And he's preparing the table right in front of them. They thinking they got rid of you. They got confused and thought they got rid of you. They were confused and thought they got rid of you. But they have finally seen how it's going to be. They still could not even comfort their father. He said, I'll mourn until I have him. To my grave, honey. Period. Move. No, don't want you. Period. Nothing you can do to please him. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You thought you got rid of him. You thought you got rid of him, but you didn't. Anyways, as I say, you must pray and obey the Almighty. Like I said, God will prepare a table for you in front of your enemies. Just to let them know for sure they didn't stop nothing. Absolutely nothing. You ain't stopping nothing. Absolutely nothing, sweetheart. Did you know that I was a part, sweetheart? It's important that we go, that we must always remember to treat people the way we want to be treated. Because we don't know. You don't know who he has anointed, sweetheart. You don't know who is a part, sweetheart. Why you misusing and abusing that person? He's going to use them. He is going to use them, honey. So while you acting funny, honey, you're going to need the very person that you mistreated. You are going to need the one that you mistreated. Period. That's exactly what I said. Because you thought that they were weak, honey. You thought they were weak. Oh, look at that. Oh, they don't even know. Oh, look. Oh, they thought they was going to glow for sure. Oh, but you didn't know, honey. Keep acting funny, though. Or that you were Goliath. You thought you were bigger. Oh, I'm bigger than that little bitty thing. So I ain't going to complain or blame or shame anything. Because I'm bigger than that thing. Okay. But you don't know that I pray and obey the Almighty. Okay. I do it Yahweh. So I don't hit the highway, sweetheart. Yeah. So, like I said, or that you were Goliath and talked and treated them like they were beneath you. You were confused and thought that they were beneath you. You were confused and thought that they was beneath. You thought you were so big, sweetheart. What? You thought you were so big, honey. Bye. It said, but God. But God. But God. Like I said, you thought you were Goliath and talked and treated them like they were beneath you. Those are the very ones God uses to take your head off. You sitting here talking about, oh, I'm going to take her head off. I'm going to take his head off. You know, oh, they nothing. Oh, I'm bigger than them. Mm, But you don't know that we belong to him. If you didn't know for sure, you gonna know. But again, he said, mess not with my anointed. Just like we tell you, don't mess with my child. Don't mess with my child. You can mess with me all day. But if you don't hear what I say, you better not mess with my children. That's what God told you. So don't be confused, honey. He said, keep on. So, as you know for sure, with the weapon you were going to use on them, the very weapon you said you're going to cut off their neck, you're going to dismiss them, you try to get rid of them, and all of this. And you still couldn't comfort whom you wanted to comfort, sweetheart. You got the part, sweetheart. And you still can't play. Because you refuse to obey the Almighty. You still can't play. Because you refuse to obey and pray to the Almighty. And then you decided to say something about, okay. He said, keep going if you don't know. Okay. He said, the influences you keep around you will have you to mistreat the very one God has sent to help you. The very influence that you want to listen to and confuse. Very one, the influence you keep around you got you confused, sweetheart. Got you confused, forgetting that you are a part, sweetheart. Got you confused, honey. The influence that you have around you will have you mistreat the very one God sent to help you. So while you misusing and abusing, that's the very person that God brought to help you. If you can see through all their mess, so you won't be stressed and you can be blessed. That's why you're not comforted, no matter what they do. So don't be confused, sweetheart. Now, push me to the front of the line, because it's my time to shine, sweetheart. If you didn't know it was mine, having the appearance of godliness, but denying its power, sweetheart. There's a lot of people that have the appearance and play the part, sweetheart. They have the appearance of godliness, but they deny its power. They deny its power, sweetheart. They don't understand when you are a part, sweetheart. You don't know all the ins and outs. This is on the job training, like I was explaining last week. If you didn't hear me, this is on the job training. No, I don't know all the ins and outs, but I know what he's all about. I don't have to know all the ins and outs. Now you may be looking at me and looking sadly, but as you can see, God is about to push me to the front of the line, honey, so I can shine. Shine, sweetheart. Yes, dress to impress in my more too classy boutique clothing. Anyways, you can't help. I'm just trying to make sure y'all can still see me. But even if you can't see me, if you can hear me, that's all that matters, sweetheart, when you are apart. Now, you're confused and wondering why they can't see the help that you give. But you have yet to ask what they need help with. How are you going to help somebody? How are you going to help somebody when you refuse to listen to somebody? I had a relationship. Let me tell you, I had a relationship. Past relationship was my last recent one. Thought he was doing everything for me. But what he refused to do is ask me. He refused to act, doing all this stuff that he think I need. All this stuff, then getting confused and thinking that I'm not seeing what he is, doing and helping and all that. You're not helping me. That's not what I need. You're not helping me. That's not what I need. You need to ask me. so you can receive what I need. But if you can't hear me, you would never. There's no way you can comfort me because you don't know what I need. See, Joseph's brothers thought that they could comfort their daddy. They kept doing everything they thought he needed. They refused to ask him what he needed. They doing all types of stuff. But all he needed was his son. But you refused to give him his son. You rather continue to lie and try instead of telling the truth and show proof. Anyways, there's no way. There's no way. Anyways, but Yahweh. It's Yahweh, or you can hit the highway. Now, like I said, you're confused and wondering why they can't see the help that you give them, but you have yet to ask them what they need. You're basing their needs off of what you see on the outside. That's the problem now. If you want me to break it down, everybody looking on the outside, oh, they need this. They need, no. You on the outside looking in, my friend. You don't know what they need within, my friend. You don't know what they need within because you're looking from the outside in, my friend. That's why they keep pretending like and acting like, and they're not helping our community and they're not doing this and that because they're looking outside in. You have to be within, my friend, to know what they depend on, what they need in order to succeed. But you don't want to hear me. You don't want to hear them. You have yet to take the time to talk to the young ones that's dealing with all of this. But you dismiss this and go oblivious and do what you think is going to help. But you have yet to solve the problem. Maybe you are the problem. Oh, my job. Oh, this, honey, they don't even know. If they had to do this, they would understand. Okay. So you don't understand the plan, honey. You don't understand the plan, honey. But you can continue to act funny, honey. Anyways. They on the outside looking in. You cannot solve the problem from the outside looking in. You have to actually come in and listen in to what's wrong before you go on. Now, what made Joseph the great ruler that he was is that, number one, he knew how to listen before he responded. He listened. God said, be slow to speak and quick to listen. God said, be slow to speak. So before you speak, you must first listen. Why do you think that God tell you to be slow to speak? You so quick to speak. Oh, this is what you need. I know what you need. And I know you. No, you don't. You don't. You have yet to hear me. How do you know what I need when you refuse to hear me? I will tell you what I need. If you want to hear me, but you refuse to listen. He said, listen, be slow to speak. Not be slow to listen, but be slow to speak. And listen. Listen with your ears. So you can hear with your ears. You can't solve no problem. You don't know? You don't know for sure? Now, I'm about to break it down so you can be found. Now, as you know for sure, Joseph was a great listener. Before he gave a response, he would consult with the Father, sweetheart. Before he would even give you a response, number one, honey, He didn't act funny, honey, because he already knew how it felt to be accused, falsely accused, and abused, honey. So before he misused you, he will listen to you. He will hear you. He will hear you. Then before he tell you anything, he will consult with the Father, sweetheart, to see what you need in order to succeed. See, that's what you're lacking. You're so quick to speak and you're looking from the outside in, but you don't know what's going on within, my friend. We must go beyond the cover so that we can discover. You're looking at bits and parts. You're just seeing this part of their life. And then you're trying to slice. No. As you know for sure, I got to let you know. Now, he would consult with the Father before he gave an answer. So he wouldn't accuse and misuse because of what he had been through. Even when his brothers didn't even recognize him, it hurt him. It hurt him. Because he finally like, okay, now I'm found. Now they found me. But now they don't even recognize me. Because God has pushed me to the front of the line so I can shine. But they don't even recognize me. Because all that they can see is the old me. Wow. Wow. Do you hear God? Wow. He said, God has pushed me to the front of the line so that I can shine. They can't even recognize me because all they can see is the old me. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They can't even recognize me because all they can see is the old me. Oh my goodness. Look at God. He is But nevertheless, it hurt, but he got himself together and told them that he forgave them and to go tell the truth to his Father. He's like, yeah, I know you don't recognize me, but I am he. Just like they didn't recognize the blind man. If you didn't understand, they didn't recognize the blind man. They're like, is that still the same person that was begging? Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. He has been found, honey. Yes, that's the same. He said, yes, I am he. But now I can see clearly because of the Almighty. If you don't hear me, it's because of the Almighty. Honey, now I can see clearly, sweetheart. Now, they didn't recognize. They couldn't recognize the blind man because the last time they just saw him, he was begging, honey. Yes. Yes. Push me to the front of the line because it's my time to shine, sweetheart. When you are apart, sweetheart. Joseph brothers didn't even recognize him. When God pushed Joseph to the front of the line so he could shine, they didn't even his light was shining so bright they couldn't even see him, sweetheart. They couldn't even see him. They didn't even recognize their own brother, whom they traded. But even when he saw them, it hurt him. See, because we have a pure heart, sweetheart. So it hurts a little bit when we see how you abuse and misuse us. Oh, that hurts. That hurts us bad. Sometimes we are sad, honey. But we are glad that we belong to the Almighty. If you can hear me. OMG. They couldn't even recognize him because all they could see was the old him. Wow. That's why you must go beyond the cover so that you can discover all of it. Not some of it. Quit looking on the outside thinking you know what's in. Go beyond the cover so that you can discover. Yes. They couldn't even recognize him. It hurt him, but he got himself together and told them. He forgave them and to go tell the Father the truth. Now that you see me and that I'm doing what I'm destined to be, I want you to go tell the truth. Now you've been saying all these lies all this time in front of God. You've been telling all these lies. So now I want you to go tell the truth, sweetheart. Now that you see the proof, sweetheart, go tell the truth, sweetheart. You see the proof, sweetheart. Go tell the truth. Now go tell my father, honey. Go tell my father the truth, honey. Quit acting funny, honey, and go tell my father the truth. Bring my father here, honey. Stop acting funny, honey, and bring my father here. I forgave you, sweetheart. I am a fault, sweetheart. Period. You ain't learned nothing on today. You must know that you must pray and obey the Almighty. Because he always makes things go out your way when you are living the right way. And you pray and obey the Almighty. Now, he wanted his father to see him. See that he has reached his destiny and became whom he was destined to be. If you can't see 7 years later, honey, stop acting funny, honey. Push me to the front of the line so I can shine. This is me if you can't see. Stop looking at the old me so you can see the new me. Honey. So, as you know for sure, we must let our light glow so that people can see the proof and tell the truth. Once you see the proof, you need to tell the truth. The truth will set you free. Yes, indeed. You must remove these enemies from away from you. The people you are around, no ma'am. The people that you are around, the influence that you have, you keep around you, will have you mistreat the very one that God has sent to help you. We must also, if you didn't know, treat people the way that we want to be treated. Because the very person you mistreat is the very person you may need. Honey. So if you can't see clearly, you must pray and obey the Almighty, honey. That's all you need to succeed, honey. Stop acting funny, honey, because you can't stop nothing. There's nothing you can get rid of them, but there's no way you can comfort them. You can't comfort him by getting rid of them when that's all they want. You must get out the way and pray to the Almighty. Pray and obey the Almighty. Because right now you're not obeying him. You keep saying, but he said, why you call me Lord, Lord, and you don't do what I say? You can hear him all day, but if you're not doing what he say, you're not praying and obeying the Almighty. It's Yahweh, or you can hit the highway, period. So, as you know, for sure, it may have seemed like I was going and flowing everywhere. But I don't care. Push me to the front of the line. It's my time to shine. It's my time, honey. So don't worry about them acting funny. Honey. Push through anyway. Push through, honey. So you can show proof, honey. Push through so you can be the proof, honey. Because that's what Joseph proof. I told you what it was and what it was going to be. But you couldn't see. And then when you see me, you couldn't even recognize me because you thought you still seeing the old me. But I have grown up, honey. All that stuff I had to go through, honey. I'm not acting funny with you, honey. Because look at me now. From nothing to something. Out of the ashes, he raised me. So, he is so amazing, honey. honey. Yes. So don't worry about them acting funny, honey. You continue to shine and be the diamond in the rough. Have a great day. We must pray and obey the Almighty.